Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday Kaiju Watch Party. With me is Teague. How you doing, Teague?
I'm doing all right, buddy. I can't wait to see tonight's kaiju. It's got to be at least as good as the kaiju from the Superman movie, which, well, let's face it, almost saved that bad movie.
Yeah, tonight we got Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, or better known as Godzilla versus Hedorah, from
This is
1971.
is this the monster that is basically made out of garbage, and if you put metal near it or attack it with metal, the metal like rots away and rusts?
Yep.
This is a really cool, very 70s sort of thing. It's a laugh. Riot, but it's also a decent movie. I remember this one. Do we find the garbage monster like he forms at sea?
I believe that's right.
Yeah. And at the same time, maybe we're messing around in some kind of mine, and that's how we get like Ghidorah into this, right? I'm
Uh,
sorry,
he he's just a
Godzilla.
bit challenged.
Godzilla.
He feels challenged by the Smog Monster, and he comes to clean it up.
I never
But
really realized that Godzilla had this deep personality.
yeah, but this is the first Godzilla from the 70s. This is also, we do not have the regular director Ichiro Honda. We have Yoshimitsu
Ichiro Suzuki.
Ando.
Instead of his, Ichiro Honda, we have Ichiro Suzuki.
Oh,
You
wrong
may have heard
legend.
of him. Well-known Yankee.
Oh no, he retired as a Mariner in the Hall of Fame as a Mariner. They just retired his number in Seattle and they swept Tampa Bay.
Yeah, the only Hall of Fame that really counts is the one in the outfield of the old Yankee Stadium. So there's no Hall of Fame to me anymore. But he never made it into the Yankee Hall of Fame, which is to be the real Hall of Fame.
Yeah, how
There's a
you
lot of
guys
great
doing by
players
the
in
way
there.
out there?
You got a lot of great players in that Yankee Hall of Fame. We got Tino Martinez. We got
Yeah, it doesn't
Randy
really help you right
Johnson.
now.
Got Randy Johnson.
He's not in your Hall of Fame.
Oh, he got caught on the steroids when we got him from you. It's right. He was suspended for a while. Yeah, no, he won't be in the Hall of Fame. Not our Hall of Fame. We won't have junkies in there. Roger Clemens, we got him.
He got retired as a Diamondback, despite his protest.
It was funny. It was quite honestly Yankee management and owners like they thought he was gonna be like a big bang for money and stuff like that, and he was like he had been finished naturally before he started juicing like freaking crazy at the end of his Red Sox career. And then what happened in Toronto happened. And so they get him. And like the fans kind of knew he was finished and no one really dug him. Aaron Boone's home run, he was blown out of that game in the first inning, 7-0. Just he did not get one out. David Wells had to come out and fucking start a day before he was supposed to and win a fucking game 7. That's how clutch Roger the V12 rocket is. Hey, Kapla!
Hey, girl.
You have a storeroom? I live in a storeroom.
Yeah, he has well, compared to New York size properties, he lives in a mansion.
In New York, you've seen the size of my apartment. It is 4 postage stamps wide. It's so small the cockroaches run around hunchback.
Let's get this movie started.
Let's do it. I can't wait to see the scene where the guy tries to stab the smog monster as it's like passing overhead. It's like I think it's like a reverse influence on Free Willy, isn't it? Where they reach up and touch Willy's belly. The late great Michael Madsen. Hello, everybody in the theater. Why does it always sound like they have the world's cheapest instruments when they play their music?
Well, it's the early 70s, so that's top of the line.
You know what it is? Their Japanese musical instrument market was just starting. They make a lot of like American name products there now. All right, so here it is, the garbage monster, right? What year is this again? Like 1974?
1971. This is a very 70s movie.
I can be honest, it's a very late 60s movies. The 70s haven't occurred yet, right? This is no different than 1968 and 9. She's singing about the dangers of the garbage slick, germ.
It does have quite an environmental tint to it.
Hey, it's Vina. We're on Telos.
I don't want to know what you're doing with your free willy, gorilla.
I want to know where that. I want to know why someone threw away a perfectly good copulation doll. What? This whole screen, they have to put the freaking credits over that woman's body? She's not Christine from Strange New Worlds. She doesn't have to stand with her hands in front of her fucking stomach. That was kind of a cool Bond movie moment. You could see the Bond people were watching these movies.
It's a very tropish part of the 70s.
Look at that. That is art right there, man. That is, who thought of that? Hey, did you hear the good news, by the way? They're cleaning up DC.
So I assume they're just bulldozing the entire city into the Potomac.
From what I understand, moving in more and more troops, cracking down on crime, and putting the homeless into the camps like we were promised they would be put in.
Ah, good.
Yeah, I'm probably sure that it'll be the best they've ever had it. Are they trying to say Superman is real, or is Godzilla's image really like leveled up in this world? Because he was a bit of a dick for the first few movies.
He is a national hero and a demigod.
Oh, as we're getting the translation, we're finding out that the people who looped it messed it up a little bit. Okay. Thank you. Boy, this guy really, like, he should have probably passed on that bargain house near the impact site in Nagasaki, huh? They'll eat Asian people will pretty much eat anything they pull out of the ocean. They should just cook it up and find out.
There's something odd happening to those fish.
Oh my God. My money's on military weapon, Germ.
Same difference.
Yeah, it's a good thing those people who keep trying to make the uncontrollable dinosaurs at Jurassic Park into a military weapon don't know about Hedara. How the fuck would you know, little asshole? I mean, he's gonna be right, but I mean, how the fuck would this little asshole know, right?
The Japanese school system is much better than the American school system at this point.
You're right, he is speaking English. I couldn't speak English when I was 6. I could only speak American. I can hear the extra vowels in his words. The subtitles, they're in American. Left my son alone by the shore of the ocean while I went to hunt for monsters. What could go wrong, right, Sherm?
Yeah, it turns out not to be a great idea.
I would point out that this does not help your assertion about their school system, sir. That has now become very controversial.
For 1971, this is very high quality action footage.
This is interesting enough for 1971 because all this stuff had only relatively become like democratized, for lack of a better word. Like the average person could now start going scuba diving. This was something like the military only did up until this point. I hope this little asshole dies. Who gives a child a knife like that? Especially a child this dumb. I mean, he's not even an American kid who would have a gun. Oh, good, he's gonna die, Germ. This movie's gonna have the courage to go there. Cool, yeah, die! Oh, no. This is that scene I remember. I was not happy that kid survived, Germ.
Well, you're gonna get condolence.
You would think that underwater the father would have known that. Did the monster maybe get the father at least? Oh, maybe he'll get him now. I resent this guy for having that annoying kid. Where's his wife?
At home where she belongs.
Good point. Wow, that music is really terrible.
No, that's
Now
what they
I'm-
thought was spooky in 1971.
Yeah, you know what's going through my mind is now I remember why I turned off so much TV as a kid. This is how they got us to go outside. All right, well, at least it killed the kid's dad, right?
Almost.
Oh, it didn't finish him off? Fuck. I mean, by the way, that is a pitch pine on the cliff behind him, I'm pretty sure. They're very, very good for bonsai. They grow in rocky places and by the sea. We have them on Long Island, sir. We didn't bother explaining how he gets here. I guess maybe was this cut? Do you think?
Yeah, they had to cut it for the American version, I believe.
Why was he just too gory and bloody when he came out of the ocean?
Either that or is for time.
The miracle of modern communications, Germ. See how TV solves all the world's problems?
Yeah.
It already just has a name.
Well, yeah, the kid just fought it up.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Why is this
They
suddenly like the wall?
they took the art from PSAs of the time.
There's like, we need 20 more seconds of runtime. Steal a fucking anti-littering commercial. We'll
Well,
get
the
a
entire
tax break.
thing's an anti-pollution commercial.
That's the thing I didn't like about this, because I really believe it's important that we pollute.
And you can tell from the music they use when they feature Godzilla, this is a hero movie.
You know what our grandfathers did when they were done smoking a cigarette, Germ?
Yep.
They got out of their car powered by good, clean coal, beautiful, clean coal, and they just threw the cigarette on the ground. Did you know that? They did this, just threw it on the ground.
The good old days.
Yeah. Well, I still litter like my father before me. I was walking by a receptacle and I still chose to throw my can on the ground.
Gorilla, bad unthink dubbing. It was a feature of this era of imports.
The dubbing is close, but the subtitles are off.
The subtitles are because of the site.
I dig it, man. It's still pretty cool and far out. Here comes our boy Godzilla. What? They're asking children for suggestions?
No, that's just his project. And of course, he says his hero is going to do something about it because Godzilla is everybody's hero.
He's had more heroic moments 6 minutes into this movie than Superman had in his whole 2 hour and 20 minute piece of shit. Something tells me we're going to do something really horrible to those fish. Whenever we see fish in a fish tank in a Godzilla movie, bad things happen to them. Will we be just testing a new oxygen destroyer on them or something?
Yeah, they'll come close. Hey, Fifth Dan.
Hey, what's going on? No hello for Admiral Teague. That's it, Sith Dan. I'm going to have to ban him from my community. He didn't say hello to me, Germ. Germ! Germ, Sith Dan didn't say... And someone unsubbed from my community. I lost a sub today, too.
Just one.
Oh, you thought... Yeah, no, no, it's okay, so nobody cares.
dedicated to his work. Chemical burns over 80% of his body and still running tests.
Little notes in the private chat there. It'll be fun. Fun and easy, Germ.
Yeah, just keep it within reason.
I'm saying that if I run down the Federation flag and run the Jolly Roger back up and take the Hellion out, screaming for vengeance again.
As I said, all within reason.
I think streaming for vengeance is a very reasonable solution to problems of this nature. Hey, look, they're brine shrimp. It's sea monkeys, Germ. It's fucking sea monkeys. Whoa! One of those fish ate the one of those tadpoles ate the other. Swallow them whole. Oh, sir, that's a problem. We're going to have to clean all the water on the earth.
Yep.
It seems to me like you can't get rid of them by flushing them down the toilet, can you?
Not quite.
But they show no appreciation for all the progress that dumping the chemicals into the sea got us. So a few penguins died.
Yeah, a few penguins died, and you get a 300-foot tall smog monster.
By the way, sir, did you see that the commie is out polling all other candidates combined?
Yeah, you guys are screwed.
No, we're not. The president promised you'd arrest him if he won. We're going to be fine. I can't wait to see him go in handcuffs when he fucking goes to get sworn in. You want to watch party his inauguration so we can see it?
Now you get the 70s music.
Oh, man, I would hang out at this club. I don't know if I'd be able to look at that wall while I was on drugs, though. I don't know. Let me do some drugs and find out. Do we hang out in this club for long enough for me to start smoking a joint?
You'd be here for a minute or two.
I wonder what she looks like today.
Good use of a cat suit.
You're just all hot and bothered because you can't wait till Thursday to see Jess Bush in her granny panties and her onesie.
I still have to rewatch that.
I gotta be honest, you're right though. This lady does look really hot, and her this is more like a body stocking, right? Meant for like the all nude effect.
Yeah.
I like how he comes out of the water and he just like flings shit everywhere. Wow, look at those finely made Fender Japanese guitars.
Fitting
Oh,
he'll
he's
be
fueling
first.
up.
Yeah.
He looks like a classic Cthulhu, doesn't he?
Yeah, they really went heavy on Cthulhu on the face.
I guess like Hedora is evolving, or the more garbage he pulls in, the more power he has.
Yeah, he's fueled by pollution.
So it's like PvP.
Close. Pollution compared to alcohol.
What's the difference? We got a saying in New York, Germ. You booze, you lose. I don't know if it's going to work out too good for Godzilla. I mean, the first fight's usually, Godzilla has to like beat it out of there while he develops a plan. He's got like a Batman aspect to how he works, but this guy's been on the charger for a real long time. We're showing 4 full bars of energy on Hedra.
Yeah, he was token there pretty good for a while.
This music fucking sucks. Their kaiju music sucks.
This is classic kaiju. This is the best kaiju music they ever made.
No way. The first Godzilla movie and Godzilla -1 had the best kaiju music. The Godzilla's traditional theme kaiju music is the best. And
That's
I'm
his
sorry
villain
to
theme. This is
I'm
his
sorry
hero theme.
I'm sorry to say my favorite baseball team that I can afford to watch just lost, sir. Philly 7, Nats 4.
Yeah, that's okay.
They kicked my cancer consultation till tomorrow when they're going to tell me whatever, like the results of my pee and all that other stuff. That feels good. That's good. One more day of agonizing about that. Hopefully, I don't have to. Hopefully, it's only one more day.
Yeah. Well, you're getting it in the same month, so that is good.
Actually, oh, sirs.
They didn't
What if
realize there was a kaiju fight going there right outside their window.
they were playing Mahjong, Germ? You're being istophobic.
Well, I hope that Mahjong game was good. It was the last one they'll ever play.
I mean, we don't know. We didn't see a horrible death. We didn't see them get splashed with muck. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Dead people. All right, dead people are cool. Japanese Elvis is getting tanked, Germ. 54 years later, I wonder how this actress looks, huh?
Well, at least she's of the proper age.
You could get her now.
That's well, he's tripping out.
Is he tripping out, or are they wearing weird masks while they're dancing?
After his loss to Godzilla, he's looking for some food. He didn't have the heart to eat the kitty.
Yeah, that was a rewarding part of this movie. Check out that awesome like early '70s Toyota, huh? Or is it a Datsun?
I believe it's a Datsun.
Which means it would have been called a Nissan there. They're so inconsiderate by having their license plates and all the badging on their cars be in Japanese. How am I supposed to fucking tell? This is like the reverse of when we watch Star Trek and the Klingon is just right up there on the screen in subtext. Like, why did we bother to learn? Am I right? We've seen this problem before. The building gets between the two kaijus. It unwisely has wandered in between them. They're probably going to destroy the building before they go at each other.
Probably.
At least that's my guess. Godzilla is being pretty cheeky. But this is a new Godzilla, right? Grown from the Godzilla spawn we saw in the last movie.
Same Godzilla.
It's not its own
Godzilla
spawn yet.
Little Godzilla doesn't grow up for a decade or so.
Fucking hate that Godzilla, by the way. Godzilla looks pretty excellent, though. He's reached his ultimate form, hasn't he?
This one pretty much at peak.
Look at this monster. It's so cheap. It's a man in a rubber suit, and they didn't hide it well. You needed some back ridges or something to disguise that. That was clearly just a person under a rubber sheet. What's with him flicking the spit at him or whatever? It's like he wipes his lip and like flips his finger at him. Is he like flicking goobs at him or something? What's the deal?
It's basically a taunt.
It looks like the slime monster is going to go back to the sea and try to get away from Godzilla. Did they just get a new suit? It's a good suit.
Yeah, they didn't have to buy a new suit for two movies, so there is an upgraded Godzilla.
He looks a lot better. They have to get further away when he jumps in the water because it's a different suit, right?
A little bit higher quality, yeah.
I would say like just designed like get destroyed when it hits the water, so they keep the camera further away, right? I don't think the suit for being in the water is the same suit he has when he's not in the water, but what do I know? I like
It's
that he's
different
not
for the close-ups, yeah.
Yeah, I like that he doesn't fuck around with his atomic cone breath. He's just using it left and right. Is he burning up patches of pollution so Hidea can't get bigger?
Pretty much, yeah.
And this is yet another pollution PSA.
Yep.
This is fucking
Literally ripped from
batshit.
television.
Their television or ours?
Theirs.
That last part maybe they made?
No, they produced PSAs for the movie.
Ah, well, that's smart to get your commercial on for free, huh? How come these people can understand what's on the radio when it's in English and the subtitles are so far behind?
Surprisingly, a lot of Japanese do speak English.
Wow, look, that car had primitive headrests on it. They just pulled them out for the filming. Is that like a traditional Japanese gesture of disrespect, or is that developed for Godzilla? If I do that in Japan, am I like in Johnny Somali City?
I have no idea.
See, I think I can read the license plate. The numbers are in Japanese, but I can kind of make them out. All right, hey, I've cracked Japanese numbers, Germ.
Congratulations.
Came to be kind of natural. Why would you want to touch it? Yeah, have your kid pick it up too. Why would I just feel like it's getting closer and closer to like 0 hour for those fish, man. That fish tank's been shown a couple of too many times. Ugh. Uh, us? This guy's pretty smart. You think he's really good at math too?
I would hope so. He's a professor.
Well, I mean, even that kid is probably really good at math. Am I right?
Likely.
Would someone please tell that little asshole to shut up? I think you should snort some of it off the end of a key.
So anti-pollution. Yeah, no one ever gets well listening to the news.
Sorry, I had to step away and throw the trash in my garbage can onto the street outside to really just protest how I feel about this movie. But I'm enjoying it. I feel that the light touch on the pollution message is what I really like about it. They spent a lot of time just beating around the bush before they really hit you over the head with it.
Yeah.
The IKEA comment. The IKEA comment. It's a cool comment, but the instructions are a little vague. They never figured out what the tone of their movie was, did they?
No, after they got to the pollution part, they said, yeah, let's just go with it.
We have 3 scenes filmed that constitute the entire plot, and then we're just going to, we need content. Yeah, you don't have to worry about Hedra at all during the day. I mean, what is this? What's wrong with this little asshole?
Well, when better to sneak up on Hedra?
She's looking pretty hot with that messy hair. If I had a girlfriend like her, I'd buy her 2 big water bags, Germ. I don't get it. The scientist is
available.
The scientist is okay 80% of the time, but in the middle of the afternoon he's lying in bed recovering. Oh, I hope Hedra finished the job. That was a decent shot. Whoa, what's going on? How's it?
Hedra now has a flight mode.
And it's coming out during the day. Fortunately, he has to be right. Oh, man. He must smell horrible. Look how many of them seem to have shot themselves. I'm starting to understand why Keiko from Deep Space Nine had so many problems, Charm.
Yeah, growing up in Japan was not very healthy with kaiju running around.
Well, it kept her fit, man. We saw her in that bikini.
Yeah.
It's sucking on the exhaust pipes.
Yep. And the battery acid.
Things aren't even, some of those cars probably weren't even paid off. This Hedra is a dick. Look, it's the playground from fucking T2. Except it's really been nuked. He could hit him right now with the fucking atomic cone. Why would you wait to take that hit? Oh. Oh, sir. I'm
Yeah,
hesitant to think where the
exhaust is
where
basically his version of crack.
I just I I want to know what those little jets are. Are those like his little
Sulfur jet.
sphincters? Well, I mean, it's a natural organism. So, oh, look what it's doing. It's turning people into like snot.
Sulfuric acid. Well, at least he wasn't there when it collapsed. Hey, Daniel.
And he didn't have to experience hitting the ground. Hey, Daniel. He was like skeleton way before he hit the ground, bro. This movie is Daniel. It's kind of batshit crazy. So I would say in a
Very,
good way, batshit crazy.
very 70s anti-pollution.
And the movie doesn't believe it. They're just doing this to get the tax break to make the movie, I think is the deal. And because it's trendy.
Mainly because it's trendy. The Japanese government wasn't very big on anti-pollution tax breaks.
Then they were just doing it for
Because they are
See,
asked to.
here's the thing. You know, they say like, unnatural and stuff like that, but like human beings, right? They're natural, right? They're part of nature. So how can anything we make not be natural, right? It's a byproduct of our natural existence.
Sure.
Good natural napalm, right? This is from an educational film for sure. They just did not want to. What do they have? Like we have 80 feet of film. We've seen this before. Dad's illness comes and goes. Was this like re-edited or they just don't care?
No, he's still sick and bedridden. It just didn't affect his ability to speak, unfortunately.
Well, no, he was up and about earlier, like at the table, like, with his dad outfit on. This is, by the way, he has the only non-super hot chick I've seen in one of these movies yet for a wife. He must feel like a real loser in Japan, huh?
Nah, she's okay for her age.
All right, there's a cult of Hedra now, huh?
Something like that.
That is one crazy looking magic marker, huh? After all the shit they said earlier, how could they know it's the same one all the time?
Because the professor said so.
But there's new ones forming all the time. Just a standard flying saucer. Why would they think it would change again? I guess it would have to.
Yeah.
Hey, that's describing my apartment. What's with the kids? This is weird. I have to remember that Carrie also has a split screen because I was like, what are they doing? Some of this stuff is just to really crazy making. See, he's fine now.
Yeah, he's recovering slowly. He can be up a little bit every day.
I think it's more like the grandpa from fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Just fucking faking it. I mean, looks like they're upwind to Canada, huh?
Yeah.
If that just doesn't prove that bad forest management can ruin your country, they can't even go into the woods there now they've managed their forests so badly. They're communists. Why don't they just go clean them out? I've heard this explained. You can just sweep out the woods, right? Don't the Norwegians do it?
You can do a lot for land management in the forest, including
But
natural fire breaks,
Right.
planned logging. They're under the impression that any human interaction is negative.
I don't think there's any way we could do anything wrong. This planet's ours. The Book of Genesis
And
says
now
we
the
can do whatever
hippies,
the fuck we want to the planet, Germ.
well, not exactly, but
Says we can use everything here. This guy is one hip, pretty cool guy, man. He's got the only acoustic guitar that plays like an electric. Didn't they say they're going on top of Mount Fuji? Shouldn't there be snow?
they didn't quite make it.
These people
You know
just
what hippies
half-assed
are. Well, yeah, they're hippies.
it. They made sure to bring their medieval torch sconces, though. I I don't understand who those people are. That's not 100 people either. Cool. All right, it's gonna be okay now. Whoa. Finally. Did I predict this or what, Germ?
You finally got your fish.
Thank God it only got the fish, huh, sir? He has terrible parents. Wait, what the hell? Did he just get, like, mind controlled by Godzilla? Was he communing with Godzilla?
Apparently. Don't run, Daniel. Godzilla's a hero in this one. They lost a bit of the Cthulhu look in the last phase.
Yeah, but he has his own WWE taunt move now. Is it me or is this our second, like, heavily scarred scientist? We've had an eye patch guy before, right?
Well, the scientists have to suffer.
They should suffer. Sciencing all day. See some of the moves that inspired Michael Jackson a decade later? What is it? Reproducing
dirty
all over
move.
him or shooting sulfuric acid in his face?
Acid ball.
I would hit him with that atomic cone of breath right about now. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, now it can morph between phases? Maybe it'll fuck up and turn back into a tadpole. Whoa! Everybody, make sure you hit the like and follow buttons for my good friend Germ.
Back to fighting form.
Wow.
I think Mud Monster is a bit more accurate than Smog Monster for him.
Sludge monster.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Smog is a it's I don't think the word existed until like the 70s, right?
It was relatively new, I think.
I'll ask Grok.
Well, he got him. Well, he got most of them.
Okay, actually, the word smog is biblical. It goes back to biblical times, first used in 1905. That was what, like about 100 years after the death of Christ?
Close. And Godzilla to the rescue.
We've had time to assess him, right? This is usually when Godzilla comes in like Batman for the final fight. This is the fight he wants now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Godzilla might be a little bit Italian. He likes to get punched in the face a few times before he starts fighting back to get heated up and angry. Ever run into anyone like that?
A couple.
It's common in Italian neighborhoods.
Oh, Godzilla with a dirty trick. Distract the guy and just punch him in the chest.
Godzilla's reptilian skin is protecting him well from the sulfuric acid, sir. Wow, it's bigger than Godzilla now. I don't think that was the case last time it was in this form.
No, he's put on a few pounds.
It's a lot bigger than Godzilla. Did they make that asshole kid put on the costume for the size difference? It's like, listen, kid, we're paying you top dollar here.
Oh, Godzilla's down. Uh, Hedra has him up in jet mode. Maybe going for a seismic toss. Oh, bombs away. Looks like Godzilla's down for the count. Edra's trying to finish him off with a sludge attack. The humans come in with a potential assist for Godzilla. This guy had a great time. He could do most of this movie in his robe.
That is true, man. He got to like dress casual for the whole movie. And like the more messed up he looked, the better he was for the role. So if he got drunk before work, right? Didn't matter.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just lure it with garbage and smoke? Fucking asshole.
Looks like Godzilla's back in the fight.
How is the electricity going to produce supersonic waves? I don't understand that part. And we're joining this fight in the middle. They didn't bother to show us how it got this bad.
They have electrical and sonic weapons.
Thank you. I thought that was a neat trick, though. Honestly, like we just dropped into the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
Maybe the plan shouldn't have been to lead him through the electrical grid to the trap, huh? Maybe the trap should have been on the edge of the grid. Call me crazy. Repair them immediately. That's like 6 weeks of work, bro. Ah! What do they say in that Pink Floyd song? Those wily Japanese, they're going to fix it in minutes. Where's the kaiju that was there seconds ago? Oh, there it is.
So much for the repair.
I feel like they died with honor, though, right? Isn't that all that really counts?
Well, yeah, they're doing their job.
They weren't afraid of no fucking cryptid-looking monster. I have a funny feeling this is where Godzilla's gonna go John Wick on this fucking thing. He's had enough.
He's getting close. You got slow linemen.
Yeah, no, we do. Although, like, I would
Wow,
say
2 hours.
what we saw was out of proportion to like a storm. We saw two kaiju's kick over like most of the power grid in about a half second. It's a good thing that Hidra just keeps leaving when it has Godzilla all fucked up and could beat his ass. I love when it morphs, man.
For the time, it was a good effect.
It's a good effect right now. There's effects in Superman that weren't that cool. And Fantastic Four, especially. I love how the guy who invents the monster trap suddenly becomes a monster behavioral specialist in the middle of every movie. Once he's finished that contraption that can kill it, he can think like it. He can read its mind.
He's getting hypnotized by the lights.
I believe it's hypnotized, right? With an M, correct?
Well, in this case, sure.
I only have a New York City high school, education. What do I know? I can barely read.
Well, you don't rake 48s for nothing.
Are we that bad in education?
You're somewhere in the 40s.
That's bullshit. Do you know how much I learned about grappling, hand-to-hand combat, and use of edged weapons as well as blunt weapons in those 4 years? Give me a break. How can we be 48th? Who's ahead of us? Chicago and Philly? It was an extremely violent time. Is this a news helicopter, Germ? Oh, sirs. Oh. That fell out of the sky faster than a DEI chopper in D.C., sir.
Well, they're all screwed. It's as soon as the monster stops having his acid trip.
Yeah,
He's gonna
what the
get 'em all.
fuck happened? He just won big and now he's just sort of tripping. Oh, it's the headlights. Yeah, I forgot. Could you imagine this thing at a disco?
Wow, his mind would be blown.
It would be a great Halloween costume to wear to the disco because you wouldn't have to dance. Oh, he's not even close to the top. Give me a fucking break. He needs like 11 minutes to get up there. Maybe they meant 30 days and they just translated it wrong.
Well, at the rate that monster's going, they have the time.
Day two.
Godzilla will provide alternate power. Okay, Godzilla is ready for round, well, 4 at this point.
What the fuck?
Uh, well, he went for the daughter's core.
It's his nads?
Close enough.
Sort of bubbled up like pot resin and just kind of behaved the same way.
With an
I,
assist from the humans, Godzilla has once again been victorious.
it's too bad. I really started to like that Smog Monster. Oh! Oh, that was
Oh,
rude! Sir!
the famous Godzilla jet.
Sir, this is retarded. He flies backwards like powdered toast, man.
Yep. Godzilla blocks the flying jump kick.
Is the idea that there was one more of those balls inside of them and they didn't get?
I guess. More so they want to see him beat up the guy.
I did think it was rather a letdown and a pretty quick kill for Godzilla. But I mean, what kind of tough guy beats up on, a minutes old kaiju? That kaiju hasn't had the time to train or acquire the life experience to take on Godzilla, sir.
That's okay. He's just there to take body slams. It's not too late. Godzilla knows what's going on. Godzilla's holding them up for you. Yeah, they don't quite have the juice.
Godzilla's charging it up for him. He has
Yeah,
that
he has
weird
much
on
more
and off.
power.
Yeah, he has that weird on and off relationship with electricity.
I think he just likes dishing out violence a little bit more than he hates electricity. He's
So
a
in some
father now.
movies,
He has to have some place to let out his aggression instead of beating his kid.
that's true. He's not going to bring his work home with him after a day like this, right? Her houndstooth jacket rules. This movie finally broke the long string of awesome leather jackets, bro. We're going to do this again?
Nope.
He's
Godzilla
just dishonoring
is your
the
winner.
He's just dishonoring the corpse.
Yep.
He's not digging around for another one of those weird globes.
Wants to make sure there is no regeneration.
He seems to have lost an eye, huh?
That's okay. He'll grow back. He is a lizard after all. He just wants to make sure the job is done thoroughly.
Gorilla with an interesting observation on Godzilla's preferences.
Yeah, Godzilla is taking liberties with the corpse, gorilla. And now victory pose.
You know, Jerem, it just reminds me of the well-known words of the song of the same name, the eponymous song. History shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man, huh?
Yep.
I'm kind of this is really sad for Japan. Godzilla took a beating and their hippies survived.
That's okay. They got a lot of them.
We got a lot of use out of that shower curtain covered with fake plastic fish and fake garbage. I can't believe they reused the shot. I guess it's just really good filmmaking, right? We've seen that Godzilla has now reset the clock. That's got to be why they showed it. They weren't just reusing the footage from earlier. Wow, his mom is hot. Good luck with that, gorilla.
Yeah. Good luck with cleaning out that storeroom. Yeah, as Godzilla marches off into the sunset.
All right, this is a pretty good movie, but I think some of the things that made it good were a little bit insane, like the use of reusing commercials or the fact that they maybe got some money from the government to make this movie, so there was PSAs built into it, and they looked like PSAs, and they were whacked out, and they were very Beatles yellow submarine-y.
Yeah, very of the early 70s.
That is exactly the way I would put it. Very much of the early 70s.
Yeah, the 70s weren't great for Godzilla, but
What are you talking about? That movie was
boy,
excellent.
did he did great in the box office in the 70s.
That movie was excellent. That was
Consider it 100,000 yen.
that was better than any J.J. Abrams movie.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, think if they had 1/4 his budget. This movie was, it had everything. I thought it was pretty good, man. Thanks. I'm getting a kaiju education.
Let's see, how much was that? 100 million yen was the budget in 1971. That is damn good money. Hundred.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, kaiju's attack.
1971.
It happens. That's why you should talk to Germ-O And today I have special robot body. Have you noticed how the icons lined up? Please enjoy my robot lower half. But Germ-O have an offer for you that you would probably find extremely, extremely useful. For only $300 a month, we can provide you with kaiju insurance. Now, we have worked with the insurance industry and with P. Diddy, who is issuing an NFT to fund the startup of the company. And I think this kaiju insurance is, I don't think we'll ever miss a pay. I don't think we'll be ever slow to pay. And we have teams of kaiju response people around the world who can help you as soon as a kaiju attacks. Jerem, why don't you tell people a little about what we're offering?
Well, if you suffer a kaiju attack, we guarantee Godzilla will show up and beat the kaiju.
There's an Overton window of 3 days. Anything that happens in the first 3 days is on you. But after Godzilla shows up, we're good for 25 cents on the dollar for all damages done. Now try getting that anywhere else, and it's only $300 a month. Now, we have seen Godzilla again and again and again come out of the ocean and wreak havoc. Sometimes he's on our side, and sometimes he's not. But one thing's for sure, when kaiju show up, buildings get destroyed, especially ones with multiple pagoda roofs.
Oh, yeah. But next time, we'll be having Godzilla versus Gigan. It is one of the better designed monster enemies for him. Chainsaw Belly.
I like it. I like it.
But,
Always
Teague, what you got
interesting
coming
new
up?
mob. What is today?
Monday.
Monday. It'll be Monday for another 25 minutes here in New York. Okay, so tomorrow would be Tuesday, which means that me and Germ will be streaming for Vengeance at noon Central Time, where we'll be, we'll be on at like 10 o'clock tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, I'll be available by then.
You want to go 10:30?
Sure.
All right, 10:30, Germ and I will be on. It won't be a really long show, maybe 2 hours, and we'll bring you up to speed with what's going on with the rest of the week. And we'll deal with anybody who has questions about the upcoming improvements to Saturday's Star Trek show, which is going to be even bigger and better than ever. Boy, the way that engagement was that first couple hours of last week really made the idea that you guys came up with sound like a great idea. I'm glad that I thought of it. My friends bought me an excellent plan, and then we collaborated, and it's fucking great now. I can't wait to see what happens next week.
Looking forward to it. But
It's not a holiday, right?
I don't think so.
At least not in this country. All right.
Thanks
Well,
for
hey,
stopping by, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye, sirs and madams.